Special online. Special online. Fighting ground. Online. Special match. Street Fighter 6. Fighting ground. Online match. First active. Training. Training room.
Survivalist, heroic as a tigeress. Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you is not my psychiatrist.
All right, let's get it. Sure thing.
Let's do.
Nervous?
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Let us begin. Hope you're ready. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Throws him down. Was well in range to score the throws. Gets a chance without jumping. What's the play here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. The jump-in is denied. Knockdown. Solid blocking.
My turn!
Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Caught in the crossout. Takes a trip. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Backs them into the corner and experiencing burnout. Both fighters are just about done. Shinku Hadouken! The super doesn't hit. That was a well-placed projectile. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum.
Round 2. Fight.
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Can they turn this gauge advantage into something? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player two can build off this lead. Sonic Boom goes for the jump in. Both fighters planning something? Jumps? Smart play with the throw. Going in? Player one will need to... Jumps up in with the cross. Knockdown and... Let's loose a boom! Noticeable life lead. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? The low kick hit. Pumps the brakes on the impact. A jump and whip. They're wide open. Doesn't set the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent will hit the drive. Sonic Boom. Player two didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Goes for the jump in. Genius read. Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal. Their spacing is so on. This is gonna hurt. Okay, here we go. The jump in is denied. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Turns out, player one is looking at a grim perfect execution with the anti-air. Player one can't let this simmer. They got it. The throw is denied. What a read. A jump sets up with the jump in. Amazing. Let's loose a boom. Player one is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Drops them. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. And whips. They're wide open. Noticeable life lead is a drive impact misses. Adds a bit of OD spice. Punish counter sets the table. Is it over? Will they survive? Oh, so close. The next moves are gonna be crucial. What a sick punish counter! Player one has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Throws him. Zones with the fireball. Barely blocks the jump in. Risky up-close scrap still going. Long low attack hits. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, easy tech. Reads the throw and shuts it down. Projectile to try and change the situation. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The super armor does its job. Heading into the end game now, it's getting KO. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws them to negate the block. Closes the gap for the grab. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Still scrapping for control of the space. Checks him with the boom. Jumps in. Hits him with a stop and bop. Sonic Boom. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Quick breather. Perfect input on the Sonic Boom. Not much life difference. Knockdown and not much life left, but their draw usage may save. They can't squander this punish counter tank. Flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Perfect move. Player one took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Both fighters are raring to go. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? The jump tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Ooh, what a smart throw. Carried to the corner. This may be bad news. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Boom! Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. Looking for a hold. Let's loose a boom. What now? Jump, clutch, anti-air. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? They're in the corner. Impact counter! Oh, that's so sick. Noticeable life lead is a kick out of nowhere. Player two was an absolute beast in that match.
Getting cold feet? Feeling nervous?
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Trips them up. Player one chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player one can't let their drive gauge down. They need to find a way to reset the situation. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Goes to the overdrive. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. All right, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. KO! Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Can't tech the throw? Fires off a whirlwind. Player one chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a cycle. Experiencing burnout. Both fight, burnout activates. Player two is dominating this match. KO! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Jumps up. A jump. How did they read that below? Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Unfazed, but gotta do better than that. Super arts on deck for both fighters. The low! Sets up with the jump in. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on Fig. What's next? What turns out? Ooh, there's a burnout. And they burn out in sync. Charges up the plasma. Oh, here we go. Whirlwind shot. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? The death crowns them from above. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Drives him back, misses. Goes all out with the super art. Player 2 flipping the sprint with a turnaround. The brain on this fighter to fish for the counter, and they are done. Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Barely blocks the jump in. Jumps. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Pressuring them in the corner. Buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. So little life left. Doing some quick planet, a super art? That's not gonna hit. Activate the star to get some help on the field. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Not much movement, but the thinking experiencing burnout. Player 1 needs to hold out until they're in there. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Gets carried to the corner. Decides to meet them in the air. Good judgment there. Gets the back throw to turn things around. Big opportunity coming. Oh, says no to the impact. Fires off a whirlwind. Gets the jump in. Big throws. Knockdown and still slugging it out at this range. Blocks it. Goes to the air. Drops him hard. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Excellent block. Impact squash. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Rushes in. Starts the whirlwind. KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Shoots off a fireball up close. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Throws them down. Knockdown. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Definitely shuts out the jumper. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Blocks the jump in. What's the play here? Halfway through the round now. Expect to see both fighters take it to the next level. How will our fighters use this time to create chances for themselves? This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. We're close to the point where one mistake could end the round. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Gets some. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The jump in is denied. Brushes that off and keeps going. Good job blocking the jump in. they're showing us just how patient they can be. Fires off a whirlwind. Holds out with the block. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with the chance to score big here. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Ooh, hits them with a stop and pop. Drive gauge is looking to impress with this super. Will this be enough to kill? Hanging by a thread. Just need one final push. What'll be the plan here? They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Player 2 pumps the brakes on the impact. How do they read that flow? We're so close to the edge. The projectile hits. Fantastic positioning on show during that round. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Breaks the block with a throw. Hits them with a stop and body. Connects with the throw. Both sides getting ready. Clear, low, heavy. All the throw connects. A jump in. There's a drive impact. Player 1 can't use, burns out. What are they gonna do? Throws them. Amazing. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. What's this Shinju Hano gonna do? What were they thinking? Ugh, puts a bit of stank on that with an over. This is gonna hurt. Taking chunks. They were sitting on their feet for this super arm. The super block. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. And whip. They're wide open. They are done. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Cold feet.
challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The low kick connects. Throws him down. Was well in range to score the throw. Puts one in the pocket. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. Can't tech the throw. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Taking stock. Hold your breath. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens up. Jumps in. One chance to KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. The jump in is denied. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Knockdown and player two has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Still slugging it out at this range. Going in. Whiffs with that huge attack. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff.
I can become strong.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Hits them with a stopping block. Both of them were ready for a throw. Barely blocks the jump in. That feeling throws them. That throw will do some good damage. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. More fuel to the fire! Cook them up! Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
That felt good, didn't it?
Make smart use of not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 2, what a finish! Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps. Long low attack hits. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Well-timed corner switch. Great work finding the opening. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. The jump in is denied. Goes in on the... And the throw ends the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Buffs up. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Throws out a projectile. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Holds out with the block. Taking stock. Nice cross-up. Excellent jumping. Lots of foo-hop bangs and plenty of avenues to race through. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? What'll happen here? Jumps? This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open with the fireball. The last round. It's now or never. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Player 2 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Super arts on deck for both fighters. Excellent block. Lots of foo-hop bangs, and this can lead to some big damage. The foo-ha's there to give them even better returns on their investment. Looking for, oh my God, they just choked it up. Both stop connects with the throw. Both are ready to pull the trigger, drop some hard. Oh, that throw did some juicy damage. Player, excellent read. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Wait, what? Are they actually dead? It is over! Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. This can lead to some big damage. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 with the life lead. Time to sit on the lead. The foo-ha's stopped to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. They trade. Okay, they trade hits. Knockdown. Holds out with the block. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. In a dire situation, they can't afford to end the throw, ends the round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. The foo-ha's stopped to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Knockdown, and this may be it. Steals back a chance. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Ankensatsu looking to impress with his super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 1 flatlines them. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. They were expecting that drive impact. Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. What'll happen here? Player 1 is working with a better kick, brushes that off, and keeps going. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Throws them. Okay, here we've got to do better than that. Rushes in. Ooh, what a smart throw. They push their way out of the corner. Player 1 has a full drive gauge, but is on the brink of death. Drives it back, misses. Noticeable pumps the brakes on the impact. The jump in is denied. Lays down a side hustle. What are they gonna do? There's a burnout. Ugh, take a seat. Opens them right up. Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Feeling nervous? Getting cold feet? Nervous? Getting cold feet? Nervous?
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Ready?
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Saw that low heavy coming. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. They block the overhead and, taking stock. From up above. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? All right, what's coming up next? Hit them with a stop and pop. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Knock them. Burnout activates. Smart use of the invincible in there. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player one did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Their spacing is so on point right now. Hit them with a stop and pop. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. Nice counter. Sends a clear message with that counter. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. Blocks it. Meets them air to air. Goes to the air. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player two can't let this simmer. They got a super heart. Rattling the inside of their head. Flatlines them. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Nothing but air for the impact. Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Player one has the life lead. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Throws him down. What's the play here? Big, low, reaching heavy. Picks up some damage with a long, reaching attack. Player one just adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player two creates a good... This stun might mean the end of this round. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now.
This is my chance.
Gets scooped from down low. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Player two, smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive 10 show. Player one will need to play it conservative until it hits him with a stop and pop. Fires off the Shifu Hadouken. Going in? Burnout activates. Player one has the deck stacked against them. Can they squeeze out a win here? Long critical. What's gonna happen? Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Charges up the flex, closes it out. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Grabs him. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Are they trying to bait out the jump? Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Anticipates the overhead. What are they thinking here? Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Player one is just about out of drive after that. Oh, with the drive impact. Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. What's the play here? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Player 2 has the life lead. Got a small life lead, but it's not over. It's halfway through the round now. Expect to see both fighters take it to the next level. How will our fighters use this time to create chances for themselves? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The jump-in is denied. Oh, easy tech. Just out of range for that throw. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Throws them. What's next? Player 2 chases them down. Not much time left in this round. They're jostling. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Going in. Burnout activates. They're going for the super RKO. Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Right off the bat, there's no hesitation. They start the offensive by charging forward. Throw connects and does big damage. Player 2 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Jumps up. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Checks with a medium kick. Oh, what's this? Digs in deep to get that drive impact. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 1 uses the gauge for a super art. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 1, solid anti-air. The jump in, all the throw connects. Amazing, what a read with that anti-air. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Immediate jump in. Long range fireball to break the silence. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. The low heavy, clutch anti-air. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Medium kick in to try to act quickly, but with the attack. Player 2 is nothing stops this train. Jump! There's a burnout. Back into the corner. All the throw connects.
Pay attention!
Picasso getting in some real damage. Both raw super hard incoming. What were they thinking? Oh my God! The game are done. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Ready? Then show me.
This will be a good fight. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets a good read on their opponent. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Is that a good decision? Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Pressuring them in the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Opts for the throw.
This is my chance.
Closes the gap for the grab. Neither of them willing to back off. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Well-timed corner switch. Heading into the end game, a throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner.
Round two.
Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Throws them to negate the block. Good work staying in throw range there. Blocks it. Goes for the jump in. Player 1, smart play to stop the opponent there. Knockdown and good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. What'll happen? Burnout activates. They're experiencing burnout. A quick breather. Sneaks in above. Gotta be careful. Just goes for it at this range. That's not gonna hit. KO. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. What's the play here? Gets a chance with that jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Knockdown. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. The pace is slowed considerably. Who will make the first move? Stands firm and blocks the driving. Forcefully closes the gap. Player 2 creates a good, heats it up with a combo into super. Blows them. What's next? Experiencing burnout. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Impact's a no-go. One chance here may end this match. Grabs them. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. They need to rely. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Jumps? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive 10 show. Who will gain control of the match in the early going?
This is my chance.
Burnout activates. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Barely blocks the jump in. Launches with a Tenku kick? This is gonna hurt. Lightning kicks. All the throw connects. Oh, yo, rock super hit. What were they thinking? In with the crosser. Who's gonna take it? Solid anti-air. What a finish. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Show me everything you have. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The command grab doesn't make it. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Moves performed off a drive rush get extra plus frames, making for a potentially high return. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Knockdown. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Beautiful setup with that attack. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Throws out a projectile. Back throw for the side switch. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Saw them sweating against the wall and gets in the throw. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? From up above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Smart play with the throw. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps? What'll happen here? Uses their drive to max, uses the gauge for a super off. Too slow. Yo, are they actually dead? Hanging by a thread. Just need one final push. Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. A real test of sees the overhead coming, throws them. Both stop, burns out. Player 2, that was the highest I've ever seen. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Uses their drive gauge. Who will come out on top in this final round? Checks with a sandblast. There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 holds true. What's gonna happen? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 2, wow, sat and waited for this opening. Player 1 is put more fuel to the fire. Hook him up. Gets the corner switch. It might be some time. Wow, that throws in some juicy damage. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Sets up with the jump in. Oh, here we go. In attack range. Will this super art do anything? Screw pile driver. There's no escape. Ugh, take a seat. I called it. The super's blocked. Are they going to? This is gonna hurt. Just go for it. Who will set the bait at this range? Noticeable big time whip. Catches out the cage right there. Is it over? Will they survive?
No remorse.
Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn mind there. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Pack your bags. We're going to Siberia. Jumps in. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage. So they should be looking to anti-air instead. No good up high. Down to the wire.
Hey now, where you going?
Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Did this decision pay off for them? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Low heavy for the win. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Double lariat, and now they've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Target locked and scoop. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive arc. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. They decide to take a breather to regroup. So, what's next? Blossom! Doing some quick planning? This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Fires without warning. Oh, could be the start of something. Saw him coming and goes for the Boris anti-air. Going in? Jumps up? It's a good spot to use the super. Now, can they flex them? Life lead is there, but just pack your bags. No escaping that. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Poses them. By cross-up attack. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Keeps the blocks the low kick. With super arts into play, it's really anything the low. Sets up with the jump in. Okay, here we. Oh my God, what a throw tech. Escapes the corner. Ooh, the drive attack for a punish. An explosive move like this is why you play Zangief. Buckle in. We're going for a ride.
Wrestling is unstoppable.
Noticeable life willing to risk it for the overdrive. Throws him. Player 1, genius read with that throw escape. Dangerous range. Perfect execution with the anti-air. That's gonna leave him rattled. I can't believe it. Can this drive bring them back? Burn, are you kidding me? Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Ooh, what a smart throw. Big throws. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 1 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Throws them to negate the block. Nice solid counter. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 chases them down. Taking stock. Grabs them. Impaler. Neither of them willing to back off. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Looking to plant them. What a finish. Great meat on the life gauge there. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Double lariat, and now rising uppercut. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Brushes that off and keeps going. Max just goes for it at this range. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1 is not in a good place health-wise, but with a super art in play, it's still not over. Moses with the throw, hitting him with the smart stuff. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Perfect execution with the anti-air. This is gonna hurt. Spends the meter. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Can they keep on? Excellent block. Player 1 is working with a nothing stops this train. Super art to show them what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Spend it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. They're using a fireball to knock them out of the air. Drops them hard. Drive impact misses. They're in that with confidence. Reach out and hug them. Their drive is limited. What's the call now? Can this drive bring them back? So, oh my God, what a throw tech. Jump anti-air and projectile. Solid anti-air. Ooh, crushes the shin. No escape. Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Getting cold feet? Feeling nervous?
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. The low is denied. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. And they outlasted. The grab misses. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 chases them down. Gets the counter hit throw. Knockdown. The jump in is denied. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Side switch with the back throw, looking for a chance to gain the upper hand. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. What's the next move? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. One combo can end this round right now. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. From up above. Jumps. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over. Hits them with a stop and drive. Uses their drive, experiencing burnout. Going in. Ooh, there's a side flip. Opts for the arrow. And whiffs. They're wide open. They return to center stage. Are they going to be able to come? Digs in deep to get that drive impact. Player connects with the throw. Doesn't take the throw. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Gets scooped from down low.
Saw that coming.
Sees it coming and blocks it out. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Side switch with the back throw, looking for a chance to gain the upper hand. Taking stock. Uses the parry. Smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Cuts in with the drive impact. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. They were expecting that drive impact. Hit them with a stop and bop. Genius read with that throw escape. Player two, all the throw connects. Both fighters planning something? Dash! What are they gonna do? Impact squashed. Next the counter. Doesn't touch the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Starts things off with a jump in. Breaks the block with a throw. Jumps in. Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. Cannon spike. Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Nothing stops this train. They're turning it right up with a super. Player two is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive.
What's wrong?
Both sides getting ready. Player two, there's a burnout. Connects with the throw. Amazing. Noticeable life lead. Yo, critical art now. A jump. Reads the throw and escapes. Jumps. What are they gonna do? The drive impact doesn't work. It adds a bit of OG spice. Whoa, you're grounded. Player one made some smart moves there. Great game. Getting cold feet. Getting cold feet.
A new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Step into the ring. This round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. This is this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner, buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Strings it all together. Very solid corner switch. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 can't afford mistakes in there. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Anything off the smash? Zones with the fireball. Can't tech the throw? The low heavy's blocked. The impact doesn't do anything. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Smart play with the throw. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Going in. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Burnout activate. Impact finish. It was more than enough.
I can become.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Get powered up. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player 1 needs to use... Oh! Putting the cherry on top! The final bout is about to start. You don't step in the ring with Honda and expect to walk away! Look at the drive impact misses! Nothing stops this train! Super art to show off what a PhD in fighters can do for you! Spends it all on the super! Not shy one bit about it!
What's wrong? Get up.
Can they make the most of it? All the throw connects. The low's blocked. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Throws. Ugh, take a seat. Player 2 can't let this simmer. Who are they swinging at? It is over. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Brushes that off and keeps going. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. The throw is escaped. These two fighters are perfectly synced. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Spirits are lifted. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Hits them with a stop and block. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Good old slaps. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Looking for a chance. Pumps the brakes on the impact. What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was going to happen. Last round, people. Both fighters got to go all in from this one. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Manages to hit them with a stop and block. Were they baiting them into that? It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Ooh, you never shoot their shot. Hit that with confidence. Turns out, impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. 100 hands. Here throws them. Okay, here we chips them for the win. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
nervous? Getting cold feet? Feeling 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 nervous? Getting cold feet? Nervous? Getting cold feet? Heads up! Heads up! Heads up! Fighting uppercut! Fighting uppercut! Fighting
My bad. Go to sleep! Huh? Huh?
Feeling nervous? Getting cold feet? Feeling nervous?
Huh?